So, in thinking about patients with trauma, and oftentimes they do get derailed with being triggered by events or things, what are some grounding things that they can do in the moment to kind of get them back to being settled?
The breath is gonna be the first thing, like, connect back to your breath. It's a you don't have to think about it, but it's the most regulatory thing besides our heart beating that our bodies can do, and if you could just and a lot of times if you pay attention, the breath will tell you what's going on. Because I mean, when I watch clients process trauma, they'll hold their breath a lot of times, or the breath gets faster, and so I'm just reminding them, "Let's take a breath." They're holding it, and so see what your breath is doing, and can you kinda come back to it and kinda steady it, you know? I think that's a really easy thing. One thing I like to do, and I do it too, is barely rubbing your fingers together to where you can feel your fingerprint, like, very, very softly. You can feel the ridges, and it's like when your brain gets focused on that, it can't, like, split into, like, the panic and the somatic thing that you're doing, like, when you're paying attention to the body. And so you can do things like that. There's tapping and things that you can do, um, going outside and hugging a tree, you know, getting
Oh
barefoot.
my gosh, it reminds me of my college class, my very first one in sociology, and that's what he said. Oh
I
goodness.
will take my shoes off and go, and especially at the office, there's some really fluffy grass around there. And I've gone for a walk. Like, we have a walkable neighborhood, like our therapy space is like a house. But it's like a neighborhood with lots of sidewalks. So we have walked and done walking meditations where you're naming things that you see, you smell, you hear, things like that. But to me, nature is going to be my next go-to after doing breath. If you're in panic mode, that's a little different. Getting in a cold shower, that can help. Um, different anything somatic that's gonna like your body is just gonna tune into your nervous system and try to support the nervous system. Don't try to solve the problem. Just get with your nervous system and nourish it the best
So
way.
with moms with kids, who moms are seeing their kids escalate maybe down that path, can we use some of those same tools with them, or are
Yeah.
there other ones?
So okay, so I'm not a mom, so I want to preface, I know this isn't just as easy as it sounds. As a therapist that is constantly in the room with dysregulated clients, I would say to the mom, your job is to be the regulated nervous system out of you and your child. You can't really help them if you're dysregulated too. So try to be the grounded regulating system for them because they can borrow your nervous system.